I don't do a lot of stories about Massachusetts, but this is definitely one for the books here. The individual that you guys see on my screen, I get a little tongue-tied, is just, there's just no words for the stuff that some of these people do. It's just really, really crazy. But before I get into the story, let me give you guys a disclaimer about my type of content. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. All right, glad I fixed that before we actually went into the wrong article. But the guy that you guys see on my screen is accused of something wild. And I'm getting this story from the MiamiHerald.com, so thank you for the article. A fortuitous car crash led to the escape of a young teen girl escaping the clutches of an alleged kidnapper who sexually assaulted her in Hollywood, authorities said. The individual that you guys saw on the screen, let me see if I can go back to this picture right there. His name is Shane Lee Taylor, 44 years old, of North Carolina, and is charged with 2 counts of kidnapping a minor under the age of 13 years old. Do you guys know what we call that? I want to see if you guys remember. What do we call somebody who's prepubescent under the age of 13 years old? A minor under 13 years old and committing sexual battery, 2 counts of lewd and lascivious molestation of a victim, ages 12 to 16 years old, 1 count of sexual battery on a victim between the age of 12 and 18 years old, and 1 count of touching or strike battery, and 1 count of disobeying, avoiding a red light. On Thursday, the young teen, who was between the age of 12 and 15 years old, so I'm assuming probably 12 years old, was walking aimlessly from her home when she ended up at a rundown CVS near Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, a Hollywood police arrest report read. Under the age of 13 years old, that would make him a pedophile. Hebephile is in the pubescent state, ages 13 and up. So pedophile is 12 and under the age of 13. So that would make him a pedophile based on the accusations. She told detectives she was approached by Taylor. I'm assuming she's 12 years old also, by the way. She was approached by Taylor, this fool, who grabbed her by the arm and forced her into the front passenger seat of his Hyundai SUV. He told her he was going to take her to a police station and searched on his phone for the address of the FBI building. He drove there, but the teen said he drove past the building. During the drive, he asked her about what music she listened to and if she was wearing a wire or a type of surveillance device, the report said. This is why I think he should also get an elevated charge, because it sounds like he planned this out. He thought this out and he knew exactly what he was doing. After that, he began to frisk and touch her inappropriately and sexually. She told Taylor she did not consent, but he scoffed at her, the report said. He continued driving in circles and through alleyways. Taylor continued to drive without stopping and became more physical while doing so, the report said. Suddenly, Taylor got into a car crash. The teen took the chance and ran from his car, finding safety in a Shell gas station. She called 911. That's a positive story. She called 911 and told the operator how a stupid douchebag pedophile, even she got it right, a stupid douchebag pedophile took her and harmed her, the report read. Taylor stayed at the scene of the crash, where a responding officer said he looked nervous and was shaking. After being detained for questioning, he was arrested. Taylor denied the accusations and told detectives, "All I was trying to do was help her." Authorities said he admitted unprompted by detectives, to taking her to the federal building, FBI building off Pembroke, but they were closed. So I was taking her down here, and she made accusations and stuff saying that she ran away 5 times and the police kept putting her back with her parents. I think this is a beautiful thing, the fact that he got caught and she got away. Let me give you guys the fair usage and let me know what you guys think. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. So it sounded like this baby was quick on her feet and she was able to get away, and thank goodness for that. Keep an eye on your children. Why would she be out walking by herself? It's just beyond me. But hit that thumbs up, share this video, and let more people see it. Know where to find it. Leave a comment. Here we go.
Safety alert tonight. A man facing charges accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl.
The alleged victim telling police she was able to escape after the car she was in crashed. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is live in Hollywood with the disturbing details. Bridget.
What a terrifying ride this was for this young girl. She was snatched from a CVS pharmacy parking lot. She was then forced into a car where she was with that suspect driving around Broward County when officers say he was molesting her. And while that was...
I don't know if y'all can see that in the background. I think that is so cute. Did y'all see the little girl in the background? Her daddy was just laughing. I'm going to back this up. She was getting out the car and she saw the camera. I'm going to tell y'all, this is a scary time that our kids are this familiar with social media and they just think that when the lights are on, it's showtime. But look at that little girl in the background right there. Watch her. I just thought that was kind of funny. It's cute. Dad thought it was funny. It's just an innocent moment.
Terrifying ride this was for this young girl. She was snatched from a CVS pharmacy parking lot. She was then forced into a car where she was with that suspect driving around Broward County when officers say he was molesting her. And while that was happening, that car ended up crashing here in Hollywood. She was able to bail out of that car, escape, run into this gas station and call for help. Hollywood police arrested 44-year-old Shane Taylor after he was accused of kidnapping a girl and sexually assaulting her through Broward County. It started at this CVS off State Road 7. The police report says the victim, who's under the age of 13, was outside when Taylor, quote, grabbed her by her arm and forced her into the front passenger seat of his vehicle. That is when the terrifying ride began. Detectives say Taylor inappropriately touched the little girl. She told police, quote, he put his hands under the victim's shirt, touching her breasts. Investigators say she was locked inside the suspect's car for hours. At one point, he drove her to the FBI building in Miramar. The report says he stated that all I was trying to do was help her. He then admitted to taking her to the FBI building, but they were closed. The young girl told detectives while he was touching her, he crashed his car near this Shell gas station off Hollywood Boulevard. That's when she was able to escape, and Taylor was arrested. He appeared before a judge.
Sir, when you do bond out, I'm ordering no victim contact, no contact with minors, no return to the location.
That suspect facing a slew of serious charges, including kidnapping, molestation, and sexual battery. We're live in Hollywood tonight. Bridget Matter, Local 10.
And again, for me, especially this child being 12 years old, and the individual that you guys see on my screen, Steve Goldberg Austin. Shane Taylor, my apologies, my bad. He kind of looks like I agree with y'all in the chat, said he looks like a mix of Steve Austin and Goldberg, Steve Goldberg Austin, right? Look like he's ready to grab a beer and just look, anyway. Where is this 12-year-old girl's parents at? Like, why wasn't they the first ones to call a report of a missing child? To me, that is weird. That is super weird, the fact that we didn't hear from the parents at all in any of this story. Maybe more of the story will come out. Maybe there's more that we don't know. But I just think that's very, very odd that this child just happened to be by herself to a point to where she could get snatched up by Stone Cold Steve Austin Goldberg look-alike. It's very weird. But I don't think people with his mentality will change. They're a danger to society, and I don't think that they can ever be let out. I think people like this deserve a life sentence in prison. Out of hurting babies, that could get you killed, bruh. Mess with the wrong parents. So I think the best thing to do is just to keep them in jail. But let me know what you guys think about this story, okay? And prayers for that girl, that she'll make a full recovery. Get her some counseling. Get her some parents that give a crap, that can actually keep an eye on her. I just think that's just really, really weird. Didn't hear nothing in the story about her parents. Let me know what you guys think about this, okay? Thank you.